type of construction also. So you can see here various types of bricks, and one constructed building, another is construction is going on. So one people is constructing a brick wall, I think. So let us start the brick. You know, brick is made from clay. That means brick is clay product. So something like this brick, there are other material also, tiles, ceramic material, paving bricks. Lot of materials can be made from clay. So whatever it is, what is brick? So I will follow the book, Aziz book. Earlier I have told in the class also, main book will be Aziz book, engineering materials. So in that book, you can see what is brick. A brick is an artificial kind of stone made of clay, whose chief characteristics are a plasticity iron weight and a stone-like hardness after being heated to a high temperature. That means iron weight, it will behave as plastic material, and when it is burnt, it will be hard like stone. So this clay material, what should be the property, or we can say quality of bricks will depend some factor. What are the factors? Chemical properties of the clay, preparation of the clay, process of drying, different degrees of burning. 4 factors. First of all, what are the components of the clay you have to consider? Then how the clay is prepared for making brick. Clay should be prepared in various ways, but what is the process? And also after making brick, then in which process you are making the brick? In dry. Similarly, different degrees of burning, various degrees of temperature you have to apply. So what are these degrees of burning? So these 4 factors will affect the brick quality. We can say first class brick, second class brick, third class brick. So quality will depend on these 4 factors. So now we can see what are the component, that means chemical properties, and how it will affect the brick quality. These are the components you can see on the screen. There are 6 components, constituents. One is silica. This is major part, 55% around. In brick clay, silica should be 55%. Alumina, this should be 30%. And what are the effects? You can see on the screen. These are taken from engineering material of Aziz. So you can go through that book. This is the main book for brick. So what are the effects? The presence of sand prevents cracking, shrinking and warping, but higher percentage, the more shapely and uniform in texture, but too much of sand makes the brick brittle and weak. Similarly, alumina will give the plasticity and strength, density. So this should not be too much. That means around 30% it should be. 31% maybe also, but around 30%. If it is more than this percent, brick will crack and warp during drying and become very hard under the influence of heat. So alumina should be 30%, iron oxide 8%. Iron oxide color will give due to iron. Magnesia, lime 1%, it should not be more than 1%. Organic matter also 1%. So these are the main components of brick clay. And what are the functions in the brick clay? You can see from screen. But some harmful components may be there higher in clay or brick clay. What are these? These are the harmful constituents of brick clay. These are 5 components. What are they? Iron pyrites, alkalis, pebble stone, lime, organic matter. Lime should be 1% in brick clay. Excess lime will cause fuse, shape will lost. So organic matter also should 1%. Should not be more. If it is more, then bricks become porous and weak. These are you can see on the screen. Iron pyrites, alkalis, pebble stone, lime, organic matter. These 5 are harmful constituents. This may be important question. What are the harmful constituents of brick clay? Why they are harm? Something like this question maybe you can see in the Viva or in the final exam. Now, manufacturing of bricks. Up to this, we have discussed qualities of brick clay. Now, there are some points for manufacturing of brick. First of all, selection of brick clay. Selection, brick clay selection. It is general practice. If you go for brick manufacture or brick field, first of all, you have to take some sample, some material and prepare some sample bricks and test them initially from different portion. Make some sample bricks and test them initially. So who is samples giving the best? That means the bricks which give you the higher strength That will be the best material for brick preparation. So this is the selection of brick clay. That means trial and error method. You have to select the brick clay. Next step, preparation of brick clay. Earlier one is selection of brick clay. Now preparation of brick clay. After selecting the brick clay, you have to brick clay preparation. There are 3 steps. Initial stage is weathering. Weathering means আবহাওয়ার সাথে খাপ খাওয়ানো, adapting in the weather. So selecting the soil, then after selecting the soil, then digging the material and spread the soil on the ground before rains by earth excavation for some weeks to some months. Then blending. What is blending? Deficient material will be adding. Deficient material means, can you hear me?
জি স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে।
Okay. So deficient material means some component may be less amount. So this should be added there. Like sand may be less. We need sand how much percentage? Can you? Sand how much percentage? About
55%.
55%. Okay. So if it is less than, suppose 50%, then what we have to do? Another around 5% or 6% you have to add there. Adding in the brick clay is known as blending. Similarly, alumina may also less percentage, or magnesia, which is are deficient. This should be added for improving the clay particle. Then what we have to do? After adding, tempering. Tempering means clay should be cut, slashed, and oil worked with spade. Do you know spade? Any response? What is a spade? Spade means in Bengali it is called kodal. And it is trodden. Trodden means
পা দিয়ে
yes, which makes it soft. Water is gradually added when tempering is in progress. So this can be done for a small quantity, but large scale you have to use part mill. Part mill, you can see in the screen a cross section of a part mill. There are various types of knives and one long arm, one shaft, vertical shaft. So sometimes in exam, shape of this part mill can arise there with working principle. So in book you can find this working principle. I am not writing here because of lengthy. So you can read and understand easily. Okay. So for preparation of brick clay, there are 3 steps. First of all, weathering. Second one is blending. Third one is tempering. After preparing the brick clay, what we have to do? We have to make brick mold. Brick. So there needs some mold. This method for molding brick, there are two methods we can use. One is hand molding, another is machine molding. While moving on your journey, you can see in the field ground molding or table molding. But machine molding brick, generally you are not observed on the way of your journey. Because machine molding needs a large area for making an industry. Okay. So machine molding brick, actually the better brick and good brick. So whatever it is, mold, it needs a mold. Mold may be wooden mold or steel mold. So generally wooden mold is very used by the people. So, okay, but mold should be 10% higher than barn brick. 10% higher in size. What is the size of a brick? Do you know?
9.5 and 4.5 and 4.5.
2.75.
Okay.
2.75 inch, 4.5 inch, another is
9.5.
9.5 inch. So, brick mold will be 10% higher than this size. Why? Because after drying and burning, brick will shrink and volume will be less, shape will be less. So that's why mold will be higher than this one. How much percentage? 10%, 1/10. You can see in the screen at the last line, mold 1/10 larger than the size of the burn bricks to allow for shrinkage on burning. Okay. After molding, what we have to do? Can you guess? What we have to do? This brick should be dried in the sun. Oh, molding, you can see there are two pictures. In the left, you can see hand molding on the ground, and the right side you can see machine molding. Machine molding giving the much more number of bricks than ground molding. Then another point is froth and impression. In the mold, there is a froth and impression. You can observe on a brick there are some name A, B, C, D, something like will be there. So why this A, B, C, D? And what are these names? This is known as froth and impression. Why this one? There are two purposes. One is to indicate the name of the person on the farm who manufactured the brick. That means manufacturer's name, farm's name. Another one is to provide a key for mortar. You can see here some spelling is mistake. You can see, but you have to correct yourself. Motor is it is in the wrong. Motor will be correct spelling is MORTAR. Here it has been written motor. So okay, what is the purpose of broken impression? For keeping manufacturer's name and for keeping bond between the, that means structural grip between themselves. One brick provide a key for motor with another one. Okay, now brick drying. We have discussed brick molding. Brick molding, there are two types. One is ground molding or hand molding. Another is machine molding. Mold should be how much percentage is higher? 10%. Why? Because this allows shrinkage on burning. Then brick drying. Why brick dry? Why we shall go for brick drying? There are also some purposes. Before burning, brick should be dried because of they are sufficiently hard to be handled. Brick should be sufficiently hard to be handled and stocked in the burning clean. Clean means fully burning clean without any injury. For these two purposes, brick should be drying before burning. Understand? So there are two types of drying. One is natural drying, another is artificial drying. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So natural drying, it will take 5 to 12 days. Artificial drying should be needed for large scale brick manufacturing. And these are used, artificial drying used for machine made brick. These are in a confined area. After drying, some hot air will be circulating there or gases around the brick. Then brick drying, after brick drying, brick burning will be there. For complete brick manufacturing, well, what are the steps? First of all, selection of brick clay. Second one,
Preparation of
brick clay. Third one, molding of bricks. Fourth one, brick drying. Last one, brick burning. Yes. So go for brick burning. There are three purposes I have written here. Main three purposes. What are these? To impart hardness and strength to bricks, to increase the density of bricks, to make them less absorbent to water, and thereby increasing durability. 3. To make them fire resisting. The initial firing, the bricks After construction, it will not go for further firing. So this is used as fire resistant. Okay. So in drying, what happened? In drying, free water will remove. In burning, crystalline water will remove. So in burning, what we have to do and what are the care and skill is required? What are the various stages of brick burning? These are written here. The great care and skill required in brick burning because there are three types of bricks may be there. Underburn bricks, which are not usable. Underburn bricks, these are not usable, these are useless. Oil burn bricks are hard, strong, compact and durable, and this is our desirable bricks. This quality of brick we need for various construction. Also, overburn brick are not desirable because overburn bricks are vitrified, hence not sound. This will give you the broken or cracked brick or unrelated shape, so this will not be useful. Underburn brick, totally useless. So which type of brick will be useful? Oil burn brick. So how can we have oil burn brick? There are three stages of brick burning. You can see here up to 1200 degree Fahrenheit temperature. The organic matter present in the brick is oxidized and disappears. This will, the organic matter, that's why 1% may be allowed, because organic matter while burning, interior burning, this organic matter will help in interior burning. So within 1200 degree Fahrenheit, organic matter will be burnt and disappear. So temperature up to 2100 degree Fahrenheit. This is the important temperature. Around this temperature, constituents of the brick clay will go for chemical changes within themselves, giving new properties to the brick. So what are the main components? These are alumina and sand will combine themselves and bind themselves, increasing density and strength of the brick. Fusible glass in a small quantity may be there, but this is not so much harmful for a brick. But when temperature is beyond 2100 degree Fahrenheit, so what will be happening? Fusible glasses will form in a much greater quantity. Fusible glass, why glass? Because at higher temperature, sands give you the glass. Do you know what are the main component of preparing glass? Have you any idea? No.
Silica.
For preparing glass, sand particle only needed. So at higher temperature, the present sand particles will give you the glass, and in the higher percentages, higher or the mass greater quantity, these bricks are said to be vitrified brick, and vitrification softens the brick and they begin to lose their shape. So what we should do then for brick burning? You should not go beyond 2100 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. So here lot of short questions may be important. What are the different degrees of burning? These 3 steps. So what is vitrified brick? Is it desirable for brick burning? Give reasons for your answer. So what is vitrified brick? Can you tell me, anybody? You can see in the screen, vitrified bricks means higher percentage of usable glass beyond temperature 2100 degree Fahrenheit while brick burning. These are harmful. These are not usable. These are not desirable. Because of vitrification softens the brick and they began to lose their shape. So vitrified brick is not suitable for engineering construction. Okay, brick burning, these are the theoretical concept steps we have discussed. Now, how brick can be burned? How? There needs some sulli, we can say kiln, K-I-L-N. Bricks, where we can burn? In the kiln. Kiln are 2 types, base type kiln, continuous kiln. Base type kiln are not using nowadays because of slow process, intermittent process. So that's why these are now obsolete process. So continuous kiln now using by the manufacturers. In Bangladesh, tunnel kiln is very preferable. Why? We are coming in the next discussion. So what are the continuous kiln? There are 2 types. One is Homman kiln, another is tunnel or trench kiln. So what are the steps? These are the only steps for brick burning. Earlier, these are the different degrees of brick burning. So you can see in the screen there are 5 steps. These are only steps for brick burning. First of all, you have to load the kiln with bricks and fuel. After putting the fuel, it should be lightening to start burning. then brick will burn. After a specified period of burning, this burning will be stopped and it will kept for cooling for several days. It may be 8 to 10 days or more than that also. Then after cooling, bricks will be unloading. This may be continuous process in a continuous plane. In some portion, loading is there. In some portion, unloading is there. Simultaneously, these are happening. So, these two types you can see in your book, Aziz book. One is Homman kiln, another is trench kiln or tunnel kiln. Homman kiln is complicated. It is circular in nature mainly. It has 8 compartments. So there are working principle and construction principle. You can see in your book. I did not put here. Only fixtures I have shown to you. So another one is Homman kiln, some advantages. Economy of fuel, uniform burning of bricks, regulation of heats, preheating the unburned bricks, higher percentage of good bricks, regularity of supply, no smoke as the combustion of the fuel is perfect. But there is only one disadvantage: high initial cost of construction. So another continuous kiln, what is this? This is tunnel kiln. So what is the shape of tunnel kiln? You can see here. This is very popular by manufacturer in Bangladesh. So it is long, just like a cricket field. You can see here, this is underground. You can see GL. So underground, some advantages will be there. So what are the advantages? Economy in construction. It is simple and economy. Not affected by wind and moderate rain, as it is constructed below ground level and covered with earth on top. That's why rain and wind cannot be hampered on this. Short period of burning, better quality of bricks. These are the advantages. So what is the brick kiln will preferred in Bangladesh? What is the name of this brick kiln? Can you hear me? Trench kiln.
Trench kiln or tunnel
Or
kiln.
tunnel kiln. This looks like a tunnel. That's why it is called tunnel kiln. Below ground level. You can see in the picture. So this type of short question may be in your exam. Which type of kiln is preferred by manufacturer in Bangladesh and why? Give reasons for your answer. Anyway, these are the advantages. So I think time is over. Any question? Any confusion with you? Any question? Today I will stop here.
No, sir.
So, any confusion?
No, sir.
No, sir. No problem.
Assalamualaikum.
No.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Sir, Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
You are most welcome. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Sir,